The world of Albion is constantly rife with conflict. Players compete for resources and territories and often find themselves fighting over them. Large groups that consist of hundreds of players clash in gigantic battles in the open world and when struggling for the domination of castles. City territories are fought over in 20 versus 20 battles, where team composition and strategy of your guild and alliance matters.
Hello, my name is Robin Henkes. I'm the game director of Albion Online, and today I have some really big news for you. We feel that the rest of the game systems are in place.
And that's something we need to move away from.
And we are starting to polish up the other systems which we have been quite happy with. What has changed since summer? We've been wanting to do for a while, which is to actually remove the need for
player freedom that was so important to these games.
We didn't want this to be the case with Albion Online.
You don't have freedom to choose class you want to build. Instead of multi-combination of armor and weapons, our goal was we choose what
predefined class
for everyone.
Which is a completely new level of freedom and accessibility for the MMO genre.
If we want to create a believable world.
And we really want to show you everything. We want to give you such a great feature in Albion Online because we really think player freedom belongs in the fantasy.
We do this because so we have this saying with Albion, which is you'll come pretty quickly across the destiny board.
Albion Online is really a giant battle.
And it means that you don't have to be good to be win, you just have to be big to be win. A small group, a small guild of like 5 or 10 people can still take on the largest guilds because all that matters in the final fight are those 5 largest guilds. And that for me is the most interesting thing, is that every single battle I go into, the winning strategy, it's always got to keep it simple. 3 things. You've got to make sure you want to go huge, retreat and
call for help.
If you get those 3 things and you nail it really well, as I think you are, a really, really incredibly solid, world-class player, everyone's happy. Like, the world is literally open to do whatever you can imagine.
And today it's time for another Albion Online development recap. One particular thing we've been looking at are the Outlands. Now, as you remember, we felt that the previous iteration didn't offer enough zergs. We'd like to see an entire section of the game given over to just zergs. So we're looking into ways to maintain zergs, but also enable zergs to run in the Outlands without always fearing smaller groups of players. And we really think that adds a really cool, epic and strong zergs. And you can look forward to those changes, to the Outlands and Albion coming in the launch of the game.
Is the Albion, as we have it right now in the beta, really the game that we want to launch now? Our conclusion was not quite yet. We also got as a consistent feedback from the community after we started the beta, and maybe we should take a step back 3 times. So that means lots of planning. And we thought, okay, how do we move on? At the same time, because the beta was so successful, we took a look. We saw, okay, obviously there are enough players that trust us to push this game forward. The Albion, as we have it right now in the beta, is the game that we want to launch now. So in the future, in the new world, which will come with repetitive maps, repetitive resources, repetitive mobs.
And you will actually really feel like a pioneer in a new world.
Pass.
My name is Max and I'm a level designer at Albion Online. I increased world size for us.
Since the world of Albion is mainly beta phase, there are certain parts that we really want to improve, there are certain parts that we really want to work on. And the biggest part of that is how many beta phases we actually need to build, and we need to make sure that everything works out. For example, the next beta phase.
And today I want to talk to you about a new feature that we're bringing to Albion in the upcoming Hector update. The answer to a question we've been asking ourselves for a very long time now. It's how do you have the black market? And our answer is, it's called the black market. It allows us to do something that is actually something we're very excited about. This summer, we'll be releasing Albion Online.
Albion Online is a reminiscence of
Albion Online. This means from that point on, there'll be no more wipes. In fact, the update is so big that we'll be wiping the servers along. We still have a lot in store for our founders in the next 5 months. This will be your last chance. From that point on, it'll be about 1 month till release. You
may suffer the consequences.
To give you a chance and us a chance to test the game from the very beginning.
For as long as it's necessary.
From that point on, it'll be about several months till release. I hope you're as excited about this announcement as everyone here is at Sandbox Interactive. And I hope you'll be joining us as everyone's preparing for the release later this summer. Finally, from that point on, it'll be about 5 months till release.